If you can win over people, there's nothing in the world that can stop your community from growing. So here are 4 tried and tested hacks to spark your community with the network effect. Hi guys, Community Building 101 is not only about lessons, case studies or experiences. I'm also going to share some super duper community hacks with you. And in this video, I'll be taking up a hard concept to understand for those who aren't familiar with social products. Welcome to the world of network effects. When building a community, you need to remember that you're not building it for a certain member, but for the entire network. Let me explain this with an example. If you're building, say, a single player tool, let's say a SaaS tool, you'd build every feature that makes it easy for users to use the platform. The goal of a social app is different. Here, the strength of the network comes first. All of you would have various social media apps on your phone, and you must have used or heard about 2 highly popular apps, Instagram and Clubhouse. Also, you probably know about other apps with similar features, but why do you not use them? Why are you so loyal to apps like Instagram and Clubhouse? Well, you and other people don't go to these apps for their features. Instead, people go to these apps for other people. The apps become wildly more appealing as the number of people on them increases, especially if those people are famous or friends. This is also the main reason why people don't buy houses in the middle of nowhere, even though you'd get twice the real estate at half the price. See, we're social creatures, and we want to move to the coolest spot in town, which is where all the career and mating opportunities are. The minute we find people on an app uncool or not worth the effort, we would move to the other one. In fact, I'll tell you something unbelievable. Clubhouse saw that their daily active users dropped by 4 times after they opened up the Android version. People went there in the first place because it seemed cool and left when it got boring. So what's the lesson here? The lesson here is to get your community off the ground. You've got to do 4 things. Build for the network. Begin by keeping it exclusive. Spark a network effect via events and topics. Try to bring on existing network effects. Now let's examine these 4 points individually. First hack, build for the network. Let me give you an example of what building for the network is like by first showing you the opposite of it. This is the Discord channel infrastructure of a server I visited today. Even though this is a very well-known project, the server setup has issues. As a new user, where do I go? How do I foster a new connection with another member? If I have a support question about the roadmap, does it go in the roadmap channel or the support one? So what tends to happen is that people would just dump all of their questions, feedback, and basically any topic into the general channel, or worse yet, whatever channel they find. In order to build for the network, you've got to remove the clutter for the end user, even if that's slightly difficult for you as an admin to manage. Moving on to the second hack. Start by keeping it exclusive. The allure and mystique of an exclusive community not just attracts attention, it also drives referrals. If you have a cool cult-like community of just 30 to 50 people, you can get them to refer others. People like referring their friends to exclusive communities, but dislike advertising for open communities. Technically, referring someone to an exclusive community is advertising for the community, but the referrer doesn't realize this. People are also more likely to join an exclusive behind-the-scenes community rather than an open one. You need to create a secret that just enough people are in on. And this paradoxically creates more demand and joins. In fact, the NFT world is very used to this. The more secretive and elusive the community is, the more the number of Discord members by the date of their launch. The third hack is spark network effects. Take my word for it. There's absolutely no point of community if the managers or moderators don't spark up discussion. You need to find a way to constantly keep something or the other happening. In our own Discord, we hosted a fortnightly admin debate, and a weekend quiz that made people compete for roles and prizes. Thanks to the competition, the roles actually derived meaning. People fought each other over Zoom calls for a title. Thus, the title became valuable. This is why communities around education, skilling, finance, and cohort-based courses, CBCs, do so well. They have plenty to talk about, whereas communities around beauty and fashion fare poorly, since they don't have as much to talk about. Lighting a spark around such conversation happens best via voice or video call. Slack and Discord simply cannot do video calls with more than 15 and 25 watchers, respectively. So, you'll need to tack on Zoom. And finally, coming to our fourth hack, utilize existing network effects. Did you know that almost all social networks started with college kids as the first user base? The reason for this is that college kids already know other college kids and are more likely to bring their friends and interact with them on the app. After all social apps are exactly like college parties. One app that we all use today is Facebook. Facebook was smart about this. They first dominated a single college first, so that network effects would be maximized and engagement would be highest amongst people who knew each other in real life. This is why our positioning for our Discord server was a virtual campus. Hell, our ad said India's first virtual campus too. Having a college-style positioning online sparked network effects that seeded the initial set of users, who then brought in the next set of users. We hope that these 4 points have helped you understand community building with network effects a little better. Stay tuned for more truth bombs and hacks to build your community. We have a ton of information coming your way.